Ahoy, this is Zdenka. You're looking at videos taken with newly released iPhone 17 Pro, Freewell Pro Hybrid Filter System, and 3-in-1 Stephen Divish Pro Cine Anamorphic lenses. In this tutorial, I will show you exactly how I created these looks. I will also share my camera settings in Blackmagic Camera App, and lastly, my thoughts on these new filters and lenses provided by Freewell. Let's start with camera settings. As native camera app on iPhone doesn't have manual controls, the app to use is Blackmagic Camera App. It's a very powerful free app. Let's hit settings. There are 3 settings in the record page that you want to select first: codec, resolution, and color space. Once you go to codec, you will see many choices here, mainly for professional productions. As this video is going primarily on social media and YouTube, I will stay with HEVC H265. I think the majority of you watching are mainly posting on socials and YouTube. By default, the bitrate is set to high. You can leave it there, or if you want to push it further, you can select max. The files will be slightly bigger. Let's go back and hit resolution. Select 4K. Last setting is color space. Since I will be using LUT to create those looks, I will be filming in log profile. I'm going to select Apple Log 2 HDR. It's a newer, advanced log profile for iPhone 17 with a greater dynamic range. Let's leave settings, hit the main camera interface. Since I have log selected, the video looks very gray. Let's hit LUT icon and enable Rec 709 Neutral Basic Conversion LUT. There are other LUTs available to choose from, but let's just stay with the basic one. Here I have 2 choices. If I tap this icon at the bottom, I can record the LUT directly into the clip. I don't want to do that. I would rather apply any of these LUTs after, or even use my own LUTs. This is strictly just a preview. It will not be recorded to a clip. If you go to settings, LUTs, then hit LUTs Manager, you can export all these LUTs so you can later apply them in your video editing software. And you can also import your own LUTs. The next thing I will do is apply stabilization for handheld filming. I will go with cinematic. I will be filming in 60 frames per second, as I might slow down some footage in the post, so I have to double the shutter speed to 1/120th and lock it. I will bring ISO all the way down and choose daytime 5600 Kelvin white balance. That I will also lock. As you can see, the image is very bleached. We will fix that with the VND filter shortly. Everything is set. I will hit these 3 dots on the left, tap the first icon, that takes me to presets. Hit plus and save it as Sunny Day 60. If something happens, the settings change, I can just pull it out from these presets. I won't have to do this all over again. Let's attach VND filter to Freewell phone case to darken the image. The system I will be using in this video is Pro Hybrid Filter System, all in one package. It is VND filter 1 to 5 stops and also CPL filter in one. What you do is simply rotate the black filter in the front, that is VND filter, to darken the image, and then rotate the red circle to remove the reflection. You can bring out the rich tones and colors. It's magnetic, you can remove it like this and use another 67mm filter if you wish. This part pulls out. If you need even darker VND filter, or you were to take long exposure photos, you can place in ND32. You get now up to 10 stops VND filter. For photography in manual mode, I would suggest using ProCam app. If you like the glamorous soft look, you can add quarter glow mist filter. And the last filter in the package is soft gradual filter 1.2 that balances bright skies with dark landscapes. Let's just film a whole bunch of clips with different filters and then apply Blackmagic Camera LUT over them to see what we get. The next look will be achieved by using these two new lenses, 1.33 times and 1.55 times 3-in-1 Steve & Dinesh Pro Cine Anamorphic lenses. What is special about these lenses is that this part is removable, that is the flare, so you can choose if you want to have neutral, gold or blue flare. The lens has 58mm filter thread, so you could use ND filter with it. When it comes to Blackmagic Camera App settings, the only thing you have to do is enable anamorphic lens in the settings. So let's go to settings, camera page, and scroll down to anamorphic squeeze. Here you can enable 1.33 times or 1.5 times lens. Let's play some clips with different flares. I must say I'm loving the latest version of the Blackmagic Camera app. What are the cons and pros to these Freewell sets? There are some things I like and some things I don't like. What I love about the filter system is the endless options. The filters are lightweight, so you can use gimbals such as Hohem iSteady M7 with them. To keep the filters very lightweight, they had to make the rings quite thin and small, which I find quite difficult to work with. You have to pay attention to whether you are adjusting the right ring. I am pretty sure that with time, you can get used to it. I got pretty big hands, so those little delicate things don't do very well with me. I like that all options are compact in this filter case. Let's talk about the anamorphic lenses. The idea of being able to change the flare color between neutral, gold, and blue is great. You don't have to buy 3 lenses and still get the looks you want. The quality is there. The lens is quite heavy though, 158 grams. Filming handheld is okay. If you will be using a gimbal, you have to go for a strong gimbal such as Hohem iSteady MT2 or DJI RS4 Mini. There's also this little adjustment hacks key included with the lens, so you have to do some work around to align the flare to have it always perfectly straight. I'm not a fan of that either. I just want to grab the lens, put it on and get to work, but we are all different. I know that there are some of you watching knowing this is perfect for you. I will link all 3 sets in a video description for those interested. Give it a thumbs up if you found this video informative and don't forget to subscribe for more. Meanwhile, I'll see you in one of those next. Ciao, ahoy!